Let me ask you something honestly. Why does love feel so different for different people? For some people, love feels calm, predictable, grounded. For others, love feels intense, anxious, uncertain. And for some, love feels suffocating, overwhelming, like something they want and fear at the same time. Here's the strange part. Most people don't choose this. They don't decide to overthink. They don't decide to pull away. They don't decide to feel anxious in relationships. It just happens. And after a while, people start asking themselves, what's wrong with me? Why do I always end up here? Why do my relationships follow the same pattern? Psychology has an answer. You don't love randomly. You love from conditioning. And that conditioning has a name. It's called attachment. In this episode, we're going to explore what attachment actually is, why your relationship patterns make sense, why attraction is not always truth, and why understanding attachment is the beginning of healing. Not a label. Welcome to MindShift. Season 2. Most people hear the word attachment and think it's about romance. It's not. Attachment is biological. From the moment you're born, your nervous system asks one question: am I safe with others? Attachment is the strategy your nervous system develops to answer that question, not through logic, through experience. Before you had language, your body was already learning. Do people come when I need them? Are emotions welcomed or ignored? Is closeness safe or overwhelming? Your brain didn't store this as memories. It stored it as patterns. And those patterns didn't disappear when you grew up. They grew with you. Here's something crucial. Attachment is not about love. It's about survival. As children, we are completely dependent. So the nervous system adapts. If closeness was consistent, then calm attachment forms. If closeness was inconsistent, then anxiety forms. If closeness was overwhelming or unsafe, then distance becomes safety. The child doesn't judge this. The child adapts. Attachment styles are not personalities. They are adaptations. Your nervous system learned what kept you safe, and it kept using that strategy, even when you no longer needed it. People believe attraction is preference. Psychologically, attraction is familiarity. Your nervous system is drawn to what it recognizes, even if it hurts. That's why calm people can feel boring, unavailable people feel exciting, chaos feels like chemistry. Your body confuses intensity with connection, because intensity is what it learned. Attraction is not always alignment. Sometimes it's memory. We're not diagnosing here. We're recognizing patterns. Most people move between patterns, but usually lean toward one. The 4 main attachment patterns are 1. Secure, 2. Anxious, 3. Avoidant, 4. Fearful avoidant. These are not boxes. They are nervous system tendencies. Secure attachment does not mean perfect childhood, no trauma, no conflict. It means repair was available. Emotions were allowed, needs were not punished. Securely attached people feel safe depending on others, feel safe being independent, don't fear closeness or distance. Important, secure people still struggle. They just don't spiral as deeply. And here's the key reframe. Secure attachment is not something you are. It's something you can build. Anxious attachment forms when care was inconsistent, sometimes warmth, sometimes distance. The nervous system learned, I have to stay alert to stay connected. So in adult relationships, you overthink texts, you fear abandonment, you seek reassurance, you give more than you receive. Love feels urgent. Silence feels dangerous. This is not neediness. It's hypervigilance. The body learned, if I don't monitor the connection, I might lose it. Avoidant attachment forms when closeness felt unsafe or overwhelming. The emotions weren't met, or they were too much. So the nervous system learned, depend on yourself. In adult relationships, you value independence deeply. You shut down during conflict. You feel suffocated by emotional needs. You pull away when things get serious. This is not coldness. It's self-protection. The body learned. Closeness costs too much. This is the most confusing pattern, and the most painful. Fearful avoidant attachment forms when care was both wanted and feared. Love came with chaos or unpredictability. The nervous system learned, I need connection, but connection hurts. So adult relationships look like intense attraction, sudden withdrawal, push-pull cycles, trauma bonding. Love feels like high highs, devastating lows. This is not drama. This is nervous system confusion. Patterns repeat because the nervous system seeks resolution. It keeps recreating familiar situations, hoping for a different ending. This is called repetition compulsion. Your system isn't broken. It's unfinished. Healing begins when awareness replaces blame, safety replaces intensity, choice replaces compulsion, and this is the most important part. Attachment is plastic. It changes with awareness, regulation, safe relationships, consistent self-trust. You don't heal attachment by reading labels, diagnosing partners, forcing closeness. You heal attachment by learning safety, practicing repair, staying present through discomfort. Season 2 is not about fixing you, blaming parents, shaming patterns. Season 2 is about understanding responsibility, healing in connection. We'll explore anxious attachment in depth, avoidant shutdown, trauma bonding, repair after conflict, rebuilding secure connection, slowly, safely, without pressure. If this episode felt personal, that's because it was. Not because something is wrong with you, but because your nervous system has a story, and it's ready to be understood. You don't love the way you do because you're broken. You love the way you do because you adapted, and adaptation can be updated. Welcome to MindShift, Season 2. If this episode helped you see your relationships differently, subscribe and continue this journey, slowly, safely, and honestly.